Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Yep, early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. So I expect to see them keep the intensity up, so we should be in for a fun one.
So the opening lineup for the Heat. Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Nixon, guarded by Doncic. Nixon gets the bucket.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Here's Nixon. Rebound by the Heat. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. From 15 feet away, off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. On offense, here are the Wizards. It's a three-point game. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, there's a mix of touch and power that Luka Doncic brings to the game. You can't take him lightly when he touches the paint.
We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about. When the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Wiggins missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Lyons. The Wizards with another miss.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. Number 1, the Wizards.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Nixon. He had 13 points in the win against Boston. Wiggins left side. Pass to Hero. Wiggins surveying the floor. And it's Miami with another.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Nixon. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. Here's Nixon. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Washington's head coach. He talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thank you, David. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Pass to Nixon. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Wiggins with it. 17 points for him last game against New Orleans.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Over to the wing. Here's Lyons. It's good. This game is all even.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Pass to Nixon. Doncic with the steal, and Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And it's blocked. And here we go. Washington fast break. Shoots the three, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Miami Heat. They trail by 1. Durant's checked in for Washington. Carter comes in for Silk. And then for Miami, Koulibaly, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Russell in for Doncic. Here's Ware. No good on the quick three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. Now, Koulibaly. 11-point game his last outing. Hero, no good. Here's Champ. He's guarded by Russell. Pass to Nixon. Bangs home the trifecta. And now a 4-point Wizards lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Koulibaly with it. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
To the middle.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And here are the Heat now. 4-point game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Screen by Durant. Down low. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Wizards lead by 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Wizards up 6. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Washington.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
We've got Carter. Durant is out there with Jay. Then it's Q, and it's Slaughter in at the center position. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Here's Koulibaly. He has yet to score. Fires the 3. And finish off by Collins.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Out left to the wing. Deflects the pass. 5 to shoot. Outside Carter. It's hauled in by the Heat. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Koulibaly. The rebound by KD.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Carter, the pass to Andrews. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 4 assists now tonight.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside Cowan. Doncic against Carter. Here's Collins. That one, no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So for the Wizards, Tiny, he's checked in for Jay. And Silks subbed in for Q. And Miami making a change here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 9 points. Wizards leading by 8. And here's Carter. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Nixon, covered by Wiggins. Jaquez with the steal. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Nixon. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Nixon's got his second basket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, D.A. is a two-way threat. Jay's checked in for the Wizards. Champ comes in for Kevin Durant. Heat also with the sub. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Doncic. Shots good by Jeffers.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
The Heat trail by 11. Hero kicks to Wiggins. Back to Hero. Adebayo with a screen on Carter. Pass to Adebayo. That one, no good. Washington leading now by 11. Now here is Carter. Still scoreless. Stolen by Hero. And it's the Heat on the break. Now Wiggins. Here's Hackett. And it's Nixon with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Steps back and shoots. That one doesn't drop. Great defense that time from Hackett. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. They trail by 11. Here's Champ. He's covered by Hero. Unloads. And another miss by Washington.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Pass to Hackett. Now Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Ware's checked in, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Koulibaly. Lions the pass to Carter. Right wing. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Nixon. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Nixon's got 11 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Hero. Hits the jumper in space. He's got 5.
And there's no hesitation from Hero. When the shot's there for him, he is looking to let it fly.
Pass to Nixon. Shoots over Hero. And Washington again with the bucket. 50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. harder against Doncic.
Boy, there is an artistry and a feel to Luka Doncic's game. This guy is elite with his playmaking.
Here's Jeffers. It's hauled in by Hero. On the wing, Wiggins. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Adebayo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And now it's only a 5-point Wizards lead. Carter, the pass to Jeffers. Here's Nixon. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Boston. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Wizards lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Eric Spoelstra here with us.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action. Over at Little Caesars Arena, the Pistons will face off against the Suns. That gets going at 6 p.m. Eastern.
I'm predicting a somewhat lopsided outcome, I'm just saying.
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Heat.
I got to see more fight on the glass.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What can you say? Tiny and impressive effort here today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Washington leading now by 5. On the court for the Heat. Doncic out there with Hero. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5, home in the paint. The Heat shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Hero. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And tenacious play there from Hero in the paint, refusing to let the foul hold back his shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
The first free throw is good.
And Hero, one of those guys in the league that can nail free throws with his eyes closed.
And Hero drops them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
To the left side wing. Here's Slaughter. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. 6 points for him.